What's up, TPE family? I wanted to come on here really quickly and talk about this idea of risk taking. As many of you guys know, Giovanna and I are in the book club and we're discussing Craig Rochelle's latest book, Think Ahead. And one of the sections in the book talks about taking risk and the importance of leaders for taking this idea of risk taking and incorporating it into their leadership. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, is taking a risk risky, for lack of better words, right? Taking a risk requires you thinking about something, identifying something in your organization that will require you to try something different and have the potential to fail. And here's the thing, I know failing is scary. A lot of us tend to veer away from opportunities where we could fail. We don't want to look like we don't know what we're doing to our superiors, to the people that we work with. But here's the thing, some of the greatest inventions, some of the greatest things that we all take advantage of, even to this day, were birthed from risk. Check this out. Steve Jobs and the guys over at Apple, everybody knows about Steve Jobs for the most part and how instrumental he was at Apple. But did you know that the iPhone was a huge risk? Going from a phone, everybody was used to Blackberries and flip phones and trios. I'm kind of dating myself a little bit when I'm talking about these things, but all of our phones had these QWERTY keyboards, physical buttons where you can type out all the messages. And Steve Jobs and the people at Apple had this idea that I want to create a phone that has one button. Now our phones don't even have that one button on the front. We just have the buttons on the side. But it was a radical idea. It was a huge risk. And now fast forward into today's time, we can see that that risk paid off because a lot of people look at the iPhone as the gold standard for cellular communications. That idea would not have happened if someone at Apple, along with Steve Jobs, that believed in the risk and took a chance in creating a product that was transformative. Another thing, Alexander Fleming and the idea of penicillin. Penicillin was created off of an accident and it was a risk, and he had to convince the scientific world of the benefit of penicillin, and we still use penicillin to this day as a mainstream antibiotic. What in your organization do you see that can improve, that you have an idea about, that could come across as risky? Now, here's the thing, you have to assess what the problem is, understand what your organization's risk tolerance is. But I want to challenge each of you guys who are listening to this. Look at something in your organization and believe in yourself enough to take the risk. I know it can be scary. I know the thought of failure could creep into your mind, and you can say to yourself, why would I put myself in a position to fail and look like I don't know what I'm doing to my peers and to the people that I'm serving? But the thing is, your risk could be the catalyst for the next great idea, the next great strategy, the next wave of introducing how you guys do business. Personally speaking, I take risk all the time. When I'm looking in our organization and I'm looking around the people that we serve, I see so much potential and I see so many opportunities. If we don't take risk, if I'm not willing to take risk, we might miss out on the chance to help someone else develop, to uncover a part of your business or organization that could be thriving more. Risk, and let me more so specifically say calculated risk, may be the difference maker in what you can do in pushing your organization forward. COVID-19 has changed the landscape of how we do our business, a lot of our business, I should say. And organizations need innovation, and we need people who are willing to step up and take a risk. Are you that leader that will take a risk today? Are you that leader that will start the journey and figuring out and creating a plan that will come across as maybe a little bit risky at first, but the reward could be great in the end? So I just want to come on here really quickly and just encourage you all to take risk, and don't feel bad about if the risk doesn't pay off initially. If you stay with it and you continue to be curious and you continue to tinker with the idea that you have, the risk could definitely benefit your organization and take your organization to the next level. So thank you guys so much for tuning in really quickly. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about risk and the benefit of you being a leader who is willing to go the extra mile by taking a risk. Thank you guys so much. Catch you next time.